Hi, everybody. This is the Lucky TJ at Living Metaphysically. And I want to talk about a subject that's in the cryptocurrency news today because it had a big effect on the market of Bitcoin, and it makes a big deal. It makes a big difference in whether or not people are going to want to invest more than likely in Bitcoin. And as a result, this news saw Bitcoin drop today. And what that news is that the Winklevoss twins were rejected. Their bid to have Bitcoin become an ETF was rejected by the Security and Exchange Commission. So here on CNBC, I was reading an article, and probably everybody else knows what I'm talking about, but I still wanted to make a little video about it because I found some interesting information. It's always really good to learn things about cryptocurrency. So let me just go ahead and play this real quick because I thought this really summed it up really well. Here, wait one sec. I'll make it big, and then we can just play. Woohoo, go back. All right. Oh, Lord.
SEC, Sarah, is disapproving the BATS exchange application to list the Winklevoss Bitcoin ETF. This has been awaited for a long time. Some people have been anticipating that it might get approval. It is not. The SEC is disapproving. They say it has not met its burden under the Exchange Act. The SEC goes on to say that their mission is to prevent fraudulent or manipulative acts or practices and to protect investors. The SEC is making it clear here that they're concerned about fraud and manipulation of Bitcoin. They note that this is done in a largely unregulated offshore market. They note most recent data would seem to indicate 3/4 of the volume in Bitcoin trading occurs outside the United States. 95% of the trading occurs on non-U.S. exchanges. They express concerns about that. I would note one other important thing here. There is another Bitcoin ETF that Van Eck has filed that they have made no comment out at all, and it is clear that that is still under consideration. So this is not a complete denial of all Bitcoin ETFs, but this is certainly the most well-known one. Where do we go from here? Well, the next step would be an appeal at this point, if they wanted to, if the Winklevoss twins wanted to the U.S. Court of Appeal, and we'll see what happens from there. By the way, they went out of their way to say this does not mean that they're making any comment about blockchain or Bitcoin in general, or the feasibility of whether or not it's an efficient technology.
So what does this mean to you and I? And if you could stay focused on what this man was talking about and not looking at the lady in this side of the screen, then you would see that what happened afterwards is that Bitcoin fell below 7,900 after it had gone up to around 85. And that really is so one of the things about Bitcoin in particular and other cryptocurrency is that you will see that same as with other things in the stock market, the news affects the price of Bitcoin, because yesterday Bitcoin right now is at 7,900 and $6.84. And as you can see here, let's just look at the historical data for Bitcoin. Okay. Yesterday it closed on the 25th. It got up to a high of 8,400. So for it to go down today to 79.51, which when you're reading CoinMarketCap, the day closes I think around 7 o'clock. So right now it's 11:37 my time, and so this is already into the next day's report. But Bitcoin was starting to rise up pretty well, and so now it's dropped back down. So if you have been trading, which is one of the reasons why I am loving the trading signals in Unifii. If you've been trading, you'd be able to actually get signals that could help you to be able to um, take advantage of making some money, and also keeping your position in Bitcoin by using the signals. So that's really pretty awesome. So let's see what else. I wanted to talk a little bit about what an exchange trading fund actually is, because when I heard this terminology, I didn't know what it was. Maybe you do, but I thought this was a great right here.
The easiest way to approach a definition of an exchange-traded fund is probably to approach a stock fund. They're the oldest ETFs out there in the market. Several of them are the largest assets that are traded out there in the market. And in fact, on a day-to-day basis, in notional terms, meaning the share price times total volume, there's a couple of ETFs that are usually the most actively traded instrument out there in the stock market. So they are a big instrument. Now, a stock ETF is basically a pool of stocks. In other words, imagine that the ETF is an entity that has an account with 100 different stocks in it. So it holds all of these stocks. Sometimes they're targeted at specific sectors, or they could be targeted at specific indexes, trying to just match the overall returns of the market itself. Well, you as an investor have the ability to buy shares of that pool. So you're not buying directly the shares that the pool owns, but instead, whatever that pool's value is chopped up into shares. So your share represents a small proportion or percentage of the overall pool of stocks. So if one of the stocks in that pool is going up a lot or down a lot, it's evened out by the other instruments in the pool itself. So ETFs, especially stock ETFs, are oftentimes considered diversified instruments. Now we'll get into more details of what that actually means, but they stand in basically for a diversified portfolio very often. Now we'll talk more critically about what does that really mean, and is it really diversified a little bit later in the course. Finally, and this is an important concept, ETFs are designed to be very flexible. They wind up trading like a stock. So all day long, an ETF, and this is one of the biggest differences between an ETF, an exchange-traded fund, and a stock mutual fund. Stock mutual funds are only priced once per day, so a transaction can take place once per day. Whereas an ETF trades like a stock, so it can be traded all day long, and in fact, very frequently is.
All right. So thank you, Investopedia Academy, for this enlightening synopsis of what an ETF is. So if you'd like to have more information about ETFs and what they do and how they get created, the advantages, etc., you can go right here to Investopedia and you can look it up, or you can do any kind of other search. I always encourage you to do some research on your own so that you can start filling in all the blanks about this incredible space of cryptocurrency. And actually, that's about all I really wanted to talk about, because I thought that it was really an interesting day. I had a very busy day today. I wasn't able to see what exactly was happening, but when I got in, then I saw I saw that it was posted in one of our groups, and we have a fantastic set of Facebook groups that support us in being able to understand about to understand better a little bit more about signals, about Unifii, about crypto in general, a lot of support. So if you want to join up with us and get on our team, then go ahead and use my link that is in, my Unifii link is in the description. And so I was going to put this Warren Buffett, but I think I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just going to leave it with the current news of the rejection of the ETF that's going on right now. And I'm also going to encourage you to take a look at the at Unifii and the historical evidence that we have in one of the videos that Mike Klingler, who is a person who is our team leader, had a webinar a couple days ago, and that was a short webinar, so I'm going to post that. Or actually, if I don't end up posting it, you'll be able to see it if you go ahead and click the link, and you'll see the historical evidence of how um, Unifii signals over from January until now would have made you some money and also kept you from losing money, and how they definitely work. And so if you want to actually be in the crypto game and you want to be able to make some money and also be educated, financially literate, and then also learn how to protect your money. And there's a whole lot of other great things with the education that's offered in the product Prosperity U that's a part of Unifii. If you want to learn all that and then be able to, you know, get paid in Bitcoin, you're going to be trading, and then you can get paid in Bitcoin if you become an affiliate. You want to become part of our team where everybody's helping everybody. It's a fantastically wonderful community. And go ahead and click that link, and also like and subscribe this video so that I can keep bringing you daily news and interesting events or topics in cryptocurrency. All right, so that's about all. And let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this video. And like my other videos, my motto is question everything. Put a crowbar underneath all of your beliefs so that you can see whether or not there's something in the way of you having everything that you want. And if you can get in touch with some beliefs or that may be blocking you or in your own way, then you can let them go, and then you can allow in all the health, wealth, relationships, anything else that you want in this life. And you know, I just support everybody to become as awake as possible, because you can live the best life you ever were born to live when that happens. Oh, excuse me. And on that note, I'm just going to say peace out and enjoy. And I'd like to see you as part of my team. I will be available to personally help you to figure out how to do everything that you need to do to be a part of Unifii and to build your matrix. All right, so great, and peace out.